longing sound of weeks and days. What wonders you discover, to tread attentive while day wanes. On the frozen still, magic hour ambling, cicada underpining, the shadows stretch out lazily. Thistles waving proudly, like locust perfume on the wind. The air so thick with beauty, invites me into reverie. Weightless apex bask in rest, succumb once more to gravity. A siren sounds nearby distress, to spill into my reverie. I'm not strong, but I'll try, because so much of this world is wrong. There's so much that I love, and yet the road to correction's long. There's some milestones before, but I can't hold on to hope for long. Pull me in, hold me tight, help me stand for the change to come. There's music in these pictures, a longing sound of weeks and days. What wonders you discover, to tread attentive while day wanes. Welcome, friends. Welcome to Monday night at the Wandering Bard. I am Jeremy Grafe, and for the next little while, I will be your host with the wonderful house elf here in our virtual venue, the Wandering Bard. I've got a pretty mixed bag tonight. I've got a bunch of Christmas season type songs that I really love, some of which are fairly new to me, some are old favorites, quite a few originals, and I've got some pretty cool news to share as well as a favor to ask. But I just wanted to say hi to some of the folks that I know were logged in when I went live. So, hey Misha, hey Vanessa, hey Glenda. Who else we got? Oh, hey Lindsay. Oh, hey Heather.
Did we say Glenda?
I think I said Glenda, but if I didn't, hi again, Glenda.
She really likes that song.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Linda.
And there's probably other people. You can say hello in the chat. Now we know you're here.
That's right. It's always good to say hi. We're always happy to hear from you. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Cool. So we'll be moving into the Christmas part of the program a little bit later. Going to play a couple songs that I haven't had on the show in a couple of weeks, at least. And kind of missed them, so go ahead.
Oh, the direct line says hello.
Oh, the direct line says hello. Hey, Mom and Dad. So here we go. Trusting to the storehouse of the mind, my words, Coruscant, clarity of sparkling memories unbroken, curated by will and curiosity, things read and shared and seem retrieved. Why, yes, I would like to put in a good word for the delightful beverage I'm enjoying. If you enjoy a good porter, check out the Black Butte Porter by Deschutes Brewery out of Bend, Oregon.
And are you enjoying a beverage tonight?
Oh, and are you enjoying a beverage tonight? The house elf wants to know. Let us know in the chat. Something festive and seasonal, like a nice eggnog, or...
Yeah, we tried that mead, the coffee mead.
Oh, the coffee mead.
We were talking about that a couple weeks ago in the chat. So
Yes, we did try it. It was delightful. So if you're anywhere near Mannheim, Pennsylvania, or Lancaster, Pennsylvania, go to Meduseld Brewery and Meadery, or Artifice Ales and Mead, and check them out.
It's very smooth, but very strong coffee flavored.
Yes, but not like a bitter coffee flavor.
No, like chocolatey coffee flavor.
Yeah, it's good.
It was really good.
So if you like mead and you like coffee, they are two great tastes that go great together if you are making them in the right place, or the right people are making it, I should say.
Judith is here.
Hey, Judith! Speaking of people who like mead, if you make it to the Pennsylvania Ren Fair, we'll be sure to take you to Artifice. It's like right up the road from Parf and is a delightful place. They have excellent food and excellent beverages, I would say. So, there you go. Abroad as I was walking one evening in the spring, heard a maid in Bedlam so sweetly for to sing. Her chain she rattled in her hand, and thus replied she, I love my love because I know my love loves me. Oh, cruel were his parents who sent my love to sea, and cruel was the galleon that bore my love from me. Yet I love his parents since they're his, although they ruined me. For I love my love because I know my love loves me. In straw I weave a garland, I weave it very fine, roses, daisies, lilies, I'll mix the eglantine, and I'll present it to my love when he returns from sea. I love my love because I know my love loves me. Just as she there sat weeping, her love he came on land, and seeing she was in Bedlam, he ran straight out of hand, and flew into her loving arms, and thus replied he, I love my love because I know my love loves me. So now these two are married, and happy may they be, as turtle doves together in love and unity. How pretty maids with patience wait that have got loves at sea. loves me. For I love my love because I know my love loves me. You can. We may have a cameo appearance from a house elf real soon. See if she makes her stealth roll. All hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year. And welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend that doth but the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away. 'Tis ill for the mind to anger inclined, to think of small injuries now. If wrath be to seek, don't lend her thy cheek, don't let her inhabit thy brow. Cross out of thy books malevolent looks, both beauty and youth's decay, and spend the long nights in honest delights to drive the cold winter away. This time of the year is spent in good cheer, with neighbors together to meet, to sit by the fire with friendly desire, with others in love to greet. All clothes I've got are put in the pot, all sorrows aside they lay. The old and the young doth carol this song to drive the cold winter away. All hail to the days that merit more praise than all the rest of the year, and welcome the nights that double delights, as well for the poor as the peer. Sweet blessings attend each merry man's friend that doth but the best that he may, forgetting old wrongs with poems and songs to drive the cold winter away. Well, thanks, friends.
I'm really into it.
I'm a fan of that song too. You know, I wish that song would be obsolete, but people tend to be real crap to each other, so I'm going to keep singing that song for as long as that exists. Here's to all of you for being lights in an otherwise dark world. So,
And now I'm you, because I logged off as House Elf 1.
right.
So,
Okay.
to maybe help with if there was issues, I wasn't sure.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, hopefully the buffering will not be as much of an issue for the back end of the show. Thanks for your patience.
I don't know if it's our end.
Hard to tell.
Trying to help out with that if we can.
Yeah. So I promised that I had some announcements, and I do. So first up, as some of you know, and maybe some of you don't know, Lori, our beloved house elf, used to work as an x-ray tech at Brandywine Hospital. And right now, Brandywine is in danger of being closed at the end of January. As some of you can probably guess, when a hospital closes, it's a terrible thing for a lot of reasons. It's particularly bad if Brandywine closes because it's going to create more demand on other regional hospitals that are already struggling because of COVID. And what might be less obvious is Brandywine actually provides a lot of behavioral health services as well as an eating disorders unit. And those are two services that you cannot find as readily in other places in the region. So the house elf should be putting a link to a petition in the chat. If that works, we will hopefully encourage some of you to sign that petition as well, because I'm often a little skeptical about what good petitions do, but I think the more people that can get a look and a chance to see it, the better. Hang on a second.
Sorry. Sorry, we'll try again.
All right, we're having a little bit of trouble getting the link to work. So hopefully, right, like, where did I put my pick? That is a problem. Here we are. Well, anyway, so since we can't get that link to show up in the chat, I will post that in the information for the VOD when I put that up Wednesday. Sorry. Or I'll put it up it's already up on my Facebook. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, pop by my profile and follow the petition to save Brandywine and Jennersville hospitals. And thank you so much for doing that, because in addition to potentially helping create more awareness about losing a hospital and what that would cause, you'd be going the extra mile to do it. So thanks, friends. In other news, if you like the song that I played before we got to this break, that's Dragon from A Vision in Exile, which is almost 3 years old now, which is kind of crazy. And it's taken a really long time to get back in the studio again because of the pandemic. But I'm really heavily into the pre-production work now, and I'm really excited. So I've actually spent the last week and a half working on getting the demos as close as I can get before I go into the studio. So then it's that's when the magic happens. You show up with the thing mostly done, and then a good producer will help you get a little bit more magic out of it, and you can make decisions. So I'm really excited about the way things are sounding, and I should be posting some of those demos up for subscribers pretty soon. And when I say subscribers, I mean on my website. So if you go to jeremygrafemusic.com, you'll be able to see all the latest news And coming in January, I will be making a few really significant changes. So there's going to be hopefully a major design overhaul. But in addition, there's going to be some really cool special perks for people who subscribe. And for those of you who have been following on Patreon, I'm going to try and figure out a way to make those just switch over pretty seamlessly. It might mean me sending you a link, but I think that's going to be better in the long term for everybody. And I'm probably just going to do like one subscription price. I'm not going to do multiple tiers. And I think it'll be great because you'll get access to all kinds of, like all the VODs from this completely uncut, including the covers. You'll get access to some demos for the upcoming album as I get to a point where I'm ready to start sharing those. And you'll get to hear that before anyone else. When the album finally gets released, you'll get to hear it a month before everybody else. So that'll be really fun. And hopefully you'll join me there. Even if you don't want to subscribe, the website's still cool, and please do sign up for the newsletter, because if you do, you'll get A Vision in Exile for free, which I'm still really proud of that album, which is part of the reason why I still play songs from it. I feel really good about it, and I had some really wonderful friends help me out with creating it, and go check that out if you haven't already. Now we're into the Christmas part of the program, like firmly into the Christmas part of the program. And there are a few Christmas songs that I think are just abhorrent and shouldn't exist. And this next song is one of those songs, but my good friend Craig Wiley wrote alternate lyrics for it, which I think are better, because it turns a really awful bit of theology and terrible mansplaining into something really charming and funny. Yeah, so prepare your minds. Mary, did you know that an octopus has 3 hearts in its body? Mary, did you know full-grown elephants eat 300 pounds daily? Did you know that a pig is smarter than the average dog? And the book most often printed is the IKEA catalog. Mary, did you know that more people are killed by bees than killed by snakes? Mary, did you know that in Canada are half of all the world's lakes? Did you know that a tiger has both striped fur and striped skin? And Bob Dylan's just a stage name, he is Robert Zimmerman. Mary, did you know that a ghost crab has teeth inside its belly? Mary, did you know that the Twitter bird's officially named Larry? Did you know that Nutella was first made in World War II? And the world's most common girl's name is to name them after you. Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Mary, did you know? Thanks, Craig.
It's still good.
It's still good.
It's still good.
Here we are.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be really good to do a show with Craig, and it would be hilarious. I'll try and get him on the show sometime. It'll be great. So, staying in the neighborhood of holiday songs, but moving out of those I wish didn't exist and into those that I'm so happy they exist, we're going to take a little trip back to the 13th or 14th century. And this next song began life as a Latin song and was translated into Basque, which is how most of the modern world found out about it. There's a really excellent version on A Very Special Christmas by Sting. So I commend you to that. That's a really wonderfully bizarre album from the 1980s with some really cool Keith Haring cover art. But anyway. The angel Gabriel from heaven came. His wings as drifted snow, his eyes as flame. All hail, said he, the lowly maiden Mary, most highly favored lady, Cheers to all of you. Oh, okay. It happened.
Barbara's here.
Oh, hey, Barbara.
That's one of her favorites.
It's one of mine too, Barbara. I love that song. I'm hoping that I can get some friends on the show before the season wraps so we can play a bunch of Christmas carols together, but surprise, surprise, a lot of friends already are booked for Christmas gigs, and it's getting hard to get schedules buttoned down. But hopefully that'll happen, and we'll get to do a more full arrangement of Gabriel's message.
That's the name of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Misha wanted to know.
Yes. I can't remember the Basque for it, but I really don't have good Basque pronunciation, so I wouldn't try it. It is up on the database, so if you look for Gabriel's message, you'll find the score. Really nice song, and sounds really good on a recorder. So there's that.
Sting's version.
Yes, it is amazing. disperse the gloomy clouds of night, and death's dark shadows put to flight. Rejoice, rejoice, Emmanuel shall come to thee, O Israel. Well, hey, friends. In case you're just tuning in, welcome to the Wandering Bard. I am your host, Jeremy Grafe. And if you like what you've been hearing, and you haven't already, do give this channel a follow. Make sure your notifications are turned on, and go ahead and share, because the replay is going to be up for 2 weeks. And if you sign up for the email list over on jeremygrafemusic.com, not only will you get a free digital download of A Vision in Exile, you will also get an email probably about once every week talking about what's going to be on the show. But there might also be some other announcements on there about upcoming actual live gigs and, any other news that are coming up. Because I got a record coming out in the next 6 months, hopefully. So, and YouTube. YouTube's real cool. YouTube has over 45 episodes of this very show just waiting for you to watch. So if you're looking for something to binge, there's that. Last year's Christmas show should be on there? Well, maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's only 45 or 46 episodes. So I might have started doing that in the new year.
Oh, but there's lots of cool stuff with lots of people from Run Fair.
Yeah, I had a lot of great guests since I started posting the VODs on YouTube. So Misha has been a guest a lot. Amanda Kitchens has been on the show a good bit. Jules Schrader, who you might recognize as Regina Gloriana, Elizabeth I from this year's season of Pennsylvania Ren Fair. I've had Matt Young, the Pride of Ireland. I have had Luke Lee, Mary Grace Lee, and it's been great having them all on the show. If I'm forgetting anybody, I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'm also sorry because I have but one song with which to share with you. Well, friends, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with me on this Monday night. I will see you right here at the Wandering Bard next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Love you all. See you next week.